And tonight, even with I-80 partial closures in effect, many families are still choosing to drive through the snowy conditions. Caltrans says crews are working around the clock, but drivers should prepare for strong winds and potentially several feet of snow. ABC 10's Roxanne Elias joins us live from the Nyack exit. And Roxanne, how are things looking out there right now?
Well, Garge Paul, this exit that you see right here behind me was actually a parking lot with cars lining up the roadway. They've actually moved on finally now to get back on their holiday travel after the road reopened here. But Caltrans tells us if you haven't hit the road just yet, then you might want to rethink things. They say their biggest rule of thumb is if you feel a little uneasy or nervous driving through the snow, then you may want to delay your travel. It's Christmas Eve and travelers are eager to drive up and down I-80 to see the snow for themselves with their families.
It's for her birthday. She's from Utah, so we about to go over there celebrate her birthday.
Ski for the weekend. It's their first time seeing the snow.
And it's our first time seeing snow.
This family drove all the way from the Bay Area just to see the big snowflakes coming down.
First time we seen it, it looked like a movie.
They were also met by chain control a few miles before making it to the Kingvale exit, driving up I-80 East.
It's pretty chaotic. They require chains up this mountain, otherwise you slide. I think there's already a couple of accidents, but I mean, I think it's pretty. It's Christmas and it's snowy, and what better to have a white Christmas.
It's also their first time installing chains themselves, which has its own set of challenges. This chain installer says the biggest mistake he sees people making is driving too fast.
A lot of the cars, the all-wheel drive cars, think they could drive in the snow and they have a hard time doing it. If you don't drive in the snow, please put chains on to be safe. Go 10, 15 miles per hour at the most.
Good. Jeremy Linder, the spokesman for Caltrans, says the hardest part is the juggling conditions as motorists hit the road, no matter the time of day.
You never know what you're going to hit, especially when traveling. You may very frequently come to a point that we're either turning traffic around on the interstate, we're holding traffic, and you never know the duration. That could be a quick 30-minute wait. That could be several hours.
But no matter the conditions, he says crews are on standby, ready to take on anything. Seeing the biggest impact on Christmas Day.
Our maintenance crews are in full-fledged storm mode. They're doing 12-hour shifts, 24/7 operation, even with the holiday season. Unlike the rest of the traveling public that are trying to spend some time with their family and friends and loved ones, our crews, they don't get that luxury.
Now, if you do plan to brave the weather, Caltrans says preparation is key. They say having an emergency kit and some supplies at hand, including chains, food, water, and a blanket are key. And trust me, Garge Paul, we've seen people come over here and they don't have any chains. They're turned around. It's just a big mess. So we're live in Nyack. Roxanne Elias, ABC 10.
Yeah, Roxanne, certainly some good tips there. If you don't need to go to the Sierra, please stay home. Thank you, Roxanne.